Hello, Amos Tarfa here. So the question came up: what is my view on standardized testing as far as people opting in or opting out in the North Dakota letter of intent? And if people have been homeschooled and if they have a system in place and they have a bachelor's degree and so on, the opting out option might be something they are comfortable with and they want to do. But the challenge with the opting in versus opting out option for people who are coming from public school is that they might actually want to continue having the testing system they had in the public school. Now, testing by itself is not the best indicator for student mastery and understanding, because the ability to test is different from the knowledge content base a student has. So that's a different skill set, knowing how to test. Students should know how to test, especially if they plan to go to medical school, right? Because you can't become a doctor without knowing how to take the MCAT. I don't like standardized testing as that metric that is used, but unfortunately that's just the way it is. If you want to be a principal engineer, if you want to be a lawyer, if you want to be a pharmacist, there's certain professions where you need to have built the test taking skills in order to do well. So I think you could do that in your home school, sort of just keep testing. Our math programs, for example, provide tests every week, every day if you want. So we have tests, let's take the test, but reporting those tests to somebody else might not be necessary. So it's kind of a tricky situation. If you're comfortable with giving tests at home under test type conditions to train your student to be able to take tests when they go to professional exams, then that's great. If you're not comfortable with that and you just want to sign up for the Stanford test or the Peabody test or whatever test, then that might be the option for you. So it really depends on each family's situation when it comes to testing. But we do need to teach test-taking strategies, and that's what we do at our school at Lifestem Academy, and we plan to do that with workshops that we do with families. I believe that students need to learn how to take tests for the purpose of those professional exams. But they also ultimately just need to master the content. That's what really matters. How do you master the content? Read the material, take good notes, review your notes, teach others what you've learned. Now, if you can do that, then you will be just fine on any test because you've mastered the material. But there are people who might be fine on a test who haven't mastered the material, and those people ultimately are just basically playing a game, right? The test-taking world can be a game. We don't want to play games. We want to make sure we master the content, and if somebody asks us questions, we can answer the questions. So I hope this was helpful. Again, families need to just decide what is best for them, but ultimately we do need to realize there's a reality of test-taking necessity, but we should learn how to do that without depending on a system to teach us how to do that. Sorry if that was confusing. I hope that helps. But let me know if anybody has questions on test-taking. You could choose to opt out, that's fine, but your classes will have tests within the school which will build your test-taking ability. Take care and have a blessed day.